Okay, welcome to my first video in this series. Today I'll be discussing Toy Matinee. So I'll click on that and get it fired up. Reason I've picked this one today is just the latest one that I've listened to. So from the start we see we've got the options, audio options. We've got 5.1 DTS, 2-channel Dolby Digital, and the MLP losses 5.1. So if you had a dedicated DVD audio player, that's the one you'd pick. I do at the moment, so I am using the DTS 5.1 surround. Now, of course we won't play any music, or the video will just get black banded and all that sort of drama with YouTube, so we won't go down that road. So I'll just get the tracks up. You'll be actually listening to them. Now my history of this album is, I've only just realised it was made in 1990, and I've only just come across it now. I was watching another YouTube channel called Sea of Tranquility, which is a recommended viewing for album reviews, progressive rock sort of style music, hard rock, metal, all that sort of stuff. Excellent, classic rock, excellent channel. Pete Pardo is the host of that one, so yeah, I'll give a shout out to him because he's the one that put me on this. Actually, it was another reviewer. They were doing a prog rock, the best, or was it the best prog rock bands of the 90s? And one of the reviewers said, check out Toy Matinee. It's not really progressive rock, but it's got a prog rock twist to it. And so prog rock, pop, very excellent produced. The bass player's gone on to play with Pink Floyd. A couple of members have engineered and produced Madonna's classic albums, so it sort of gives you an inkling on how well it sounds and is produced straight off the bat. So I'm not sure what year the 5.1 release was released, but I managed to pick it up and transfer it to my hard drive so we can watch it here. So off the bat, we got Last Plane Out, and that was probably their biggest hit. If you look on YouTube, you'll find a pretty slick video made for that. And it's probably, due to that, it's probably one of the best DTS 5.1 recordings on this album. I've got some notes here that I'll write down while I'm doing this, so excuse me for reading from that. But pretty much, at the start of it, it's got some good acoustic guitar, followed by some very low and clear bass. The backing vocals I found was standing out. This one, the backing vocals sort of pan across your rear speakers. Very, very effective. And also, after the introduction, and once the chorus kicks in, you've got the electric guitar that comes across the surround speakers too. So very good experience, that one. Next song is called Turn It On, Salvador. Not too much going on here. It's pretty straight up on your stereo, on your front stereo speakers. So yeah, not too impressed with that one. Next one, Things She Said. Another great song, just a standout song on its own. Once again, but still mainly front speakers. Bit of sound in the rears, just used for a bit of atmosphere, not too anything too clear or defined in the surrounds. Another good song, next one, Remember My Name. I've noticed bass guitar, this one was outstanding, really clear, you can really hear it compared to the stereo version, because you've got a bit more separation on your speakers using all the channels. Your bass guitar really is very clear in the front speakers. This one's got a big tick, so that means it's also a good one for surrounds. A lot of guitar and keyboard use for the surround speakers, so that's one of the better ones. Next, the Toy Matinee. This is a good song too. This actually whole album is a great album. Probably Turn It On, Salvador is I suppose the only, it's not a bad track, but it's probably not as good as the others. But apart from that, very highly recommended. Toy Matinee, drums. I've got drums in surround, guitar up front. So that's, remember this one, it's got a very crisp drum sound, and sort of also pans between rear, left and right, and while your guitar's up front. So that's a good surround track. Next one, Queen of Misery. Yeah, it's a bit of not much going on in this song. Obviously, it's a good song. not many effects for the to use in surround, so I can see why it's been mostly mixed up to the front speakers. The next one is another one of their big hits, the Ballad of Jenny Ledge. Yeah, clear, once again, really clear bass. Not surprising when you hear that the bass player went on to play with Pink Floyd on their live shows, so it's pretty clear that the bass is pretty outstanding. But apart from yeah, as I said, it's another great song, but not much going on throughout. It's a ballad, so it's pretty quiet in that regards. Next one, there was a Little Boy, another great song. These are all great songs. Cool drums in the surrounds again. So sometimes they're using, especially that 80s sort of crisp, clear drum sound. They really snap, which you can hear in the surrounds really clear. So that's another good surround track. And the last one, We Always Come Home. Now this one's got in the front speakers, and it goes from left to right. There's a knocking. It sounds like someone's knocking the door, and I've jumped up a few times thinking, geez, there's someone at the front door, better go and check. But yeah, once I realised it was the front speakers, I relaxed and enjoyed it a lot more, but just a funny moment that it's a really crisp, clear knocking sound. So that's a very interesting one. And a few more of those little guitar effects happening in surrounds. So the bottom line is, if you see this in the shops anywhere, I dare say it'd be out of print, but it wasn't hugely popular at the time, so I reckon you get it for a pretty good price. Pick it up, because we're playing on any modern any AVR really, any AVR, any surround system. As you've got the DTS soundtrack. Pick it up and have a listen. Highly recommended. I'll see you next time. Bye.